Hey, I'm Jones Loflin, helping you make the best choices with your time so you can thrive. Look at these Brussels sprout seedlings. They look awful, in my case, or in my opinion. The reason is because I've overwatered them. I was so excited about growing Brussels sprouts this year. I didn't want anything to happen to the seedlings, so I tended to overwater them. It didn't help. I think the same is true when we try to be too helpful or we micromanage our team members. We sometimes, have the best of intent in mind. We want to help them grow. We want to be there for them. And it actually has a negative impact on their growth instead of a positive one. For example, when you overwater a plant, you stifle or limits the amount of oxygen available to the roots, so the roots can't develop effectively and help anchor the plant well. Same thing is true with your team member. When you're too helpful or giving them too much information or too much guidance, is that they don't have the ability to figure out how to take steps on their own. Another negative impact of overwatering a plant is you reduce its resilience. It's actually more susceptible to disease. It's weaker because it's not having that wet, dry cycle. You know where I'm going with this one. When you're too helpful to that team member, you too are weakening their ability to stand strong and to have the confidence they need to tackle the challenges and the opportunities that are present for them in their role. Finally, a big danger of overwatering a plant is you miss an opportunity to really grow something effective and that could yield such an abundant harvest. Same thing's true for your team members when you're being too helpful. You're limiting their ability to be their best and to be all they can be in your organization. How do you stop overwatering plants? Well, funny, same thing true with plants and people. First of all, you check in more often. You're going, wait, Jones. No, what do you mean check in more? That sounds like you're going to No. Remember what I said, you check in more often. If I had checked on these plants more often instead of dumping a bunch of water on them and then going away for a while, I would have noticed, yeah, now they need water or now they don't. Check in with that team member more often. Notice their body language. Notice how they're talking to you to see if it sounds like they need help or if they're doing okay. The second suggestion I have for you is to resist the urge to always have the answer. Even in cases where you know you do. Resist it. Let them see if they can find it to stretch and to grow. The third suggestion I have for you to limit overwatering your team members is to prepare them for a future when they're not going to be under the care of your greenhouse, if you will. Give them some stretch assignments. Give them some things to do that are going to challenge them in some ways. You're going to be there with them to check on them more often, so you'll be able to see how they're doing and know when they need your help and when they can grow just fine on their own. I'm Jones Loff, and I hope it's a fantastic week for you where you effectively grow every member of your team. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.